Go touch.
Good, and reward that. Yes. Excellent.
Oh, good touch. Good girl. Good
Do it
girl.
again.
Okay. Stop. Go touch.
That one was beautiful.
Sit.
Good girl. Reward
Oh,
that.
excellent.
Who's a good dog?
She didn't even waver.
She was awesome. That was really nice.
Good girl.
Whenever you unbalance the stanchion, you make it harder. So if you put distractions on both sides of the stanchion, it will be easier than on one side. Because this complicates the visual for her. She can learn that though.
Well, we were at a class where there was an A-frame behind. She focused on the peak of the A-frames.
Yeah. Well, if you ever go to like a big event, NOI and all that, they do put things over the gates, those pretty AKC signs, and that's what it looks like. When you're ready. So stand up straight and start over. Take one step forward, tell her good girl. She's good girl. Try it again.
Look. Good girl. Go touch. See, she's not as good.
Good girl. Reward her, I
Good
don't care.
girl.
We're just gonna stay super. She's like, I'm gonna hide here.
She wasn't focused that time.
She wasn't
She's
as
been locked in.
touch.
I'm gonna switch it to the other side this time. Good pumpkin.
Good girl.
Okay, that's a good, she's trying awfully hard. She's a good girl. Good girl. Don't go too far because I don't want the scanning.
Good girl.
Send your dog. That's gorgeous.
Go touch.
That was beautiful.
Start sit.
Excellent. Reward that. Super. It's interesting that sometimes she goes all the way to the stanchion and checks it, and other times when you call her, she does sit kind of where you tell her.
Well, I switch between go touch and go out.
Got it. Oh, wow, clever girl. I mean the dog, but you
But
too.
when I'm nervous, I say go touch. I'll take the hit.
I'm impressed that she actually listens to that rather than the sit, but that's okay. Let's do go out.
Go out. Start sit.
I'm impressed. Go reward that. That's awesome.
She's a smart cookie.
So that's the kind of thing I want you to play around with, like
Okay.
unbalancing it, getting further, going to more places, reward the crap out of it. Like just, this is the world's greatest exercise.
Okay.
And then stick that little tree tray back there, and when you do that, you want to go so far, because that will solve a lot of scanning too. So why would I scan? It's right there.
Well,
Can't
at the
miss it.
beginning, when there was a target, I had the fastest and the straightest.
Yeah.
And then when you start trialing, you start taking your targets.
Well, you don't really, because that is a target.
Right, okay.
So if you've taught your dog, target means I'll give you something. But unless she's dumb, and that does not appear to be the case, she knows that when you go on the range, she'll not food. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, no, she's good in the
by
ring.
now, she must have figured it out.
Yes, yes, she knows.
Well, some dogs are either unbelievably stupid or unbelievably optimistic. I don't know which one. But they haven't figured out, my dogs figured that out pretty early on, and then it becomes very interesting, trying to figure out how to keep this worth everybody's while. It's a different world. But, you know, she's being a good girl, she's responsible.
Good girl.
I thought you had a problem with the stand part of the moving stand. You only have a problem with the end part, the cover.
Right. I mean, the worst thing I had, but you covered it this morning, I put her in CDSP. I don't know if they have that where you.
We don't, but I know about it.
Okay, so she knew I had food in my pocket, and she really ran around and shook that glove, and ran around and dropped it and shook it and ran, and I said front, and after 5 minutes she nailed the front. I thought it was an NQ, it was not. But she nailed the front, but she was having too much fun with the gloves, but I went from the little ones to the big ones. So I'll try again.
Might help you.
And another time, she did a flip finish into my pocket,
Where the cookies were.
where the cookies were.
She got sense of humor.
And she's young.
Both venues. Real
It's
judges,
a
real
great-
stewards.
Great idea. And just enough nervousness that you're showing a picture.
Yes.
I want to see your pivots, your glove pivots.
Oh, they are bad, okay. Do we need gloves?
No?
Okay.
Just gonna work on your pivot. Don't step into your dog. There you go. Good choice. That's excellent.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want to see all of them. Take your time, pick one and show me.
Star, heel.
Reward that.
Good.
What's up with that little leap?
Oh, she had a leak?
Well, she kind of pops out sideways like you're gonna kick her. And I don't think
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah,
kick her.
she is afraid.
She's just worried
So
about her feet.
I'm trying to the left pivot with food in my pocket, in my hand,
So that was nice.
because
Do another one to the left.
when I do it to the left, I try to move my right foot first.
That's
'cause-
smart, because she's sensitized.
Right.
Reward her. Do you feel like you touched her with your tap? Did you feel
No.
like you touched? Okay.
No.
All right. Oh, you have to get her in before.
Much wider.
All right, let me see a right pivot. Up. Yeah.
Yeah, she is jumping away.
But you're not doing anything weird. Give her the.
But I
pivot.
probably have in the
I'm sure
past,
you
so I'm
have.
fixing it. Or I'm doing too much off leash.
Well, what's a leash gonna do for you?
Right.
I'm just trying to figure out if there would be a way to, okay, I have an idea. It came to me, an idea. What I want you to do for a while, when you start your pivots to the right, do you have a special word for that or just heel?
I do heel to the right, get back to the left.
Great, so when you say heel, instead of doing a direct pivot, I want you to say heel, pull, and then turn. So your glove, for now, not in the ring, for now, your right turn is gonna start with a pull, this way,
Okay.
and then your turn, because I need her to start thinking about pulling in instead of popping out.
Okay.
So if you want to warm up, a nice way to do that would just be to do a series of ins. Good girl, all the way in. Yes, and reward that. That's right, that's what it should look like. It should be one
Good
continuous motion. Good, now do the same thing, but after about 2 side steps, go ahead and make your pivot and halt.
In,
And pivot.
in, wait.
Good, pivot.
And then you used your right foot first or your left?
And reward that. I started with my right foot.
Yeah, because if you start with your left foot, she's sensitive to it.
Yep. Do it again. Kind of do this one continuous motion, a little bit more. She's not all the way in, although she shouldn't be sitting. She should be up. Reward that anyway.
Unless she's shoulder sensitive.
Yeah. But try to keep your shoulders as level as you can. Just little tiny steps like this. And then just keep going on. Yes, nicely done.
Good girl.
Yeah. In, and start turning. Yes, nicely done. Reward that, reward that, reward that. That was good. Feel free to bring your hand down there. Maybe it'll help. So you could always go in, turn, reward, just to get warmed up. Put that in your hand. Yes, in and turn and reward. Excellent, very nice. Do that again. In, turn, reward. Lovely. Now without your hand. Good. Now you have a pattern. In, turn, and reward. Better. And now a true pivot to that pillar. That was much better. Reward that. She still kicked out, but she didn't sprint. It was much better.
She didn't
picture.
leap away from her.
There was no leap. There was just a little.
I'm consciously trying to drift to the right because I
Smart.
step into the left, so.
Smart. And she's a little sensitized. Small dogs tend to be sensitive. They have little feet. It hurts. So I would actually just for a little while just make it a pattern of making that your pivot until she sees this shoulder, because that is the shoulder that goes, until she stops leaping. And then when you make your glove pivot, make sure it starts here. And that it goes this way. You may end up tiny
Although,
spot.
I was working on her finish,
Yeah.
and that made it been more successful. Because what was
Because she
happening,
leaps?
she was jumping on me,
Okay.
so now I'm doing this.
Oh,
So
okay.
she jumps away from me.
Got it.
I don't want bumping points.
Yeah.
Enough of them with my leg.
But you're gonna have another problem. You're gonna lose your straight front. She's
Okay.
gonna start avoiding your right side.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have her over here, and then you got Noosa issues, so
Okay.
don't even mess with that.
But,
Yeah. So what I would do, let me see it without the help, just from front, just ask her to finish. Let me just stand in front of her, don't even, yeah. Let me just see what you got right now. Okay, left finish.
Get close.
That's fine. That's fine. She's like, okay. And why were you doing it? Because she bumps your body as she goes?
At the last couple of trials, she jumped on my, yeah, I wanted her to go a little further out and straight in because she was jumping on me.
Got it. I would say in the world of sins and errors, because she is sensitized to your body and your movement, I wouldn't do anything that ever gives her a reason to be more sensitized.
Okay.
I would be like, go ahead, stand between my feet. Go ahead, push my space. Because that, it's like I was saying about the Border Collie. Every dog has a tendency. And because that is her tendency, if you do that, you're going to cause 10 new problems, and you may not even realize the relationship between those
Okay.
problems. Like, not even worth it. The other thing is we want to clean up your turns just a bit and healing. She could be so much tighter, I'm sure of it. So for example, on a left turn, put her in a down stay. I want to work with you for a second. Okay, heel. You the human. here's the left. Whoop. That's okay, hurry. Get up here, this is hard, isn't it? I always do, people are like, yeah, this is really hard. I know, you're not too much, okay? What a good girl you are. Good, I hit you again. Hurry up. I be throwing you now, don't worry about it. In. Good girl. Get in. Good girl. Get in there. Good girl. This is that second thing, because I don't have doggy one and I'm lonely. So I'm going to just work.
Usually I don't do that.
Yes, good girl. Yes, look at you. Okay, stop. Did you feel how I ran into you on the first left turn?
Yes.
That's because I rounded the left turn. What I mean is I wasn't abrupt, but I came across your lane. The reason I stopped running into you at the end is I started pulling you through the left turn. Did you feel that?
Yes.
And then I exaggerated. So after I pulled you through the turn, I actually stepped away from you to force you to pull in. If you pull her through the left turn, a couple of things are going to happen. One, she's going to stop going wide after every turn. Because right now, she doesn't want to get kicked. Stop to the left turn, she goes out and in. We can solve that really fast. But she has to understand, see there's this line on the ground? When I was working with you, I made my entire turn without crossing over that line. Never started. When I do that, what happens is, this is your lane, this is mine. So when we get to the point where we turn, I saw you identifying it. You saw my quick turn.
Right.
That told you. Weight shift, flip over. Now this is where the dog backs and pulls and go in the new direction. In real time, what actually happens is the dog comes along like this, goes like that, crosses over in the rear. They don't sit, they don't stop. It's beautiful. It's really pretty, and it solves the issue of. First, I got bumped through the left turn, so that caused me to go wide, which causes me to come back. It solves all of that. Okay. So first, we need a pretty good pivot, and that's not her strength. But I think it'll help you a lot. So just practice it. I'll have you walk on this line, and then when you get to the corner, left turn turns, right foot, pull. You can do that a few times without the dog first.
So cute.
Turn. Yeah, look at you. Good. But for now, let's just halt before you come across the line, just so you know how that feels, then we'll worry about going in the new direction. Because the way I teach the dog is I halt.
So wait.
Turn, plant, pull. Perfect. Now do that with your dog. If you need to help her, that's fine. You can help her on the corner. Okay.
We can do it with cookies?
Oh, God. Pick a line so you don't accidentally start cheating. And reward her. Good. Do like 10 or however many it takes till we feel like she's patterning. Yes, look at you. Good job. Reward that.
Good girl.
Pretty good. This is the deal. Yes, good. Reward that. Look how good she looks.
Ready? Heel. Now I'm forgetting.
You're doing, no, you're doing great, or she's teaching you. You're doing good.
Are we low on cheese?
That's a problem. She's like, what? Go get some.
I got it.
Trader Joe's down the street. Ready?
In.
That's my girl. Okay, on the next one, go ahead and, after you've totally completed the turn, you can continue in the new direction. Just make sure you stay behind your line. Go and go. Yes. And reward that. Yes. Good. Now do another one when you're ready.
In. Screw that one.
She just has a habit. We have to